course, you know what the inside of a Kressge store looks like. You've probably shopped in one many times. Yet, when you first set foot inside your Kressge store as a member of the Kressge family, perhaps you looked around, almost as though you'd never seen a store like this before, and maybe a few questions came to your mind. After all, you'll be spending quite a few of your waking hours right here in the store. And although your main job will be serving customers, it's only natural if you find yourself wondering how the store is organized and how it runs. Of course, the whole purpose behind any Kressge store is to bring the best merchandise values possible to as many people as possible, and to do it in a friendly way that makes people want to come back to Kressge's again and again. Now, that's a big job, and to do it right takes a real team, working together in the best interests of everyone. And it's a lot of fun, too, especially when everyone on the team is really clicking. Let's meet the players on the Kressge team. First, the sales ladies. That's your place on the team. Then the store manager, who heads the team, and the assistant manager. The floor lady, with whom you'll be working closely every day. And the stockman, who sees to it that everything you need for your department is in its proper place. There's no doubt you and your fellow sales ladies are mighty important members of the team. If you don't believe it, try to imagine a Kressge store where there were no sales ladies. It would be up to the manager, assistant managers, and floor ladies to wait on the customers, keep all the stock displayed, and take care of all the other duties of a sales lady. On the other hand, if there were no manager, assistant managers, floor ladies, or stockmen, you'd have to be every place at once, trying to take care of customers and do everything else it takes to keep a Kressge store running smoothly. So you see, these people need you, and you need them. That's what we mean by teamwork, working together all the time to do the job we have to do, and to enjoy our work while we're doing it. Now, as you look around a Kressge store, you can see that everything has been carefully planned to make it as easy as possible for customers to buy what they need. Even before customers get inside the store, our windows make it easy for them to see any especially good values or any new items we have to offer them. Then, when they get inside the store, they find that each counter is a complete department, displaying one type of merchandise, such as toilet articles, household goods, or hardware. All merchandise is always out on display where it's easy for them to pick it up, look it over carefully, and see exactly what they're buying. And there's a clean, clearly printed price sign on every display, so they can tell the cost of any item at a glance. Then, too, they find that the kind of merchandise that's easy to buy quickly is usually right up in front, where it can be seen as soon as they come into the store, while the heavier merchandise, such as housewares, hardware, and clothing, is usually near the back of the store, where people can have time to decide on styles, colors, models, and so on. The lunch counter and fountain is usually along the side, where it can easily be seen and reached from any part of the store. Well, now that we've taken a look at what's out in plain sight, how about taking a look behind the scenes? For example, you might be wondering how in the world anyone knows what to buy for each department, how much of it to buy, and where to buy it. Well, that's another place where the sales ladies play a pretty important part on the Kressge team. When a sales lady has been working in a department for a while, she is in a better spot than anyone else to know what merchandise sells best. So, in most Kressge stores, the more experienced sales ladies also assist in buying for their own departments. Now, that's fun, too, and something every sales lady can look forward to. The question of where to buy has been simplified for us by the main buying office at Kressge's headquarters in Detroit. An order list showing merchandise that meets Kressge standards of quality and value is made up by the central buying office and is sent out to every Kressge store to serve as a guide for each sales lady. Since new merchandise is always coming out, these lists are revised from time to time. Orders for the merchandise wanted by the sales lady are made up in the store office and are sent to the district offices where they are checked for accuracy and then are forwarded to the manufacturers. When the merchandise comes in, it is checked in the stockroom to make sure it is exactly what was ordered and that the right quantity was shipped. Then the stockman neatly stacks the merchandise in bins according to departments. Of course, while every item in each department is kept out on display, more stock is always kept under the counter, so that as merchandise on top of the counter is sold, it can be replaced from this reserve. Then, when the reserve, or understock, gets low, the sales lady orders from the stockroom whatever items are needed. So, you see, there's something going on in your store all the time. You work with a lot of people, and when you're actually one of the team, it's a lot of fun. Of course, every team plays according to rules. You can imagine what a mess a basketball game would be if every player had his own ideas about how to play. Well, the Kressge team has a few simple rules, too, and they're all explained in a little booklet called Friendly Service, the Kressge Way. If you've read this little booklet, you can see the reason for everything that's said there. And incidentally, these rules weren't made up by the company. They were made up by everyone on the team. What we mean is that the things in this booklet are, for the most part, the result of suggestions made by members of the team, like yourself. Suggestions that make their jobs easier and help the team work more smoothly together to serve our customers. Yes, you're going to find that your Kressge store is an interesting place. A place where you'll be an important member of a winning team. A place where work is fun.